This is Play NHL, a presentation of the Sports Crafters, airing on BOA.tv, and is an EA Sports NHL 15 simulation of what could happen in today's featured game of the National Hockey League.
Thank you for joining me, gamers and hockey fans. I'm Eric Munter, Sports Crafter, playing for EA Sports NHL 15 in today's featured game of the National Hockey League. Here at the Air Canada Centre in Toronto, as I will play as the host Maple Leafs against the Detroit Red Wings. Captain Zetterberg has the puck at center, plays it over to Gustav Nyquist. Nyquist to Datsyuk. Pavel Datsyuk centered across, great shot, save made off the pipe maybe as well. Enough. Over to Bozak. Bozak for the Maple Leafs is in over the line. Tyler Bozak had the puck, lost it, looked to get it back, but ran into Kronwall. Kronwall gathers the puck in, turned over. Front of the net, a pass! Oh, and it just shanked off the stick of Bozak, who's at the side of the net. Lost it. Red Wings recoup and get the puck. Played across to Nyquist as the Red Wings break in, but they're offside. Stoppage of play here, just 6:03 into the first period of play. Neutral zone face-off. Won by Detroit. Kyle Quincy sends ahead to Darren Helm. Helm to Franzen, they play catch across. And a well-alert Gardner was there to break up that feed across to the right wing. Now Nazem Kadri. Kadri has it, makes a spin move, has the puck, waits, looks, centers out in front, a shot blocked, rebound shot, save made off the left pad of Jimmy Howard. Johan Franzen now, center ice feed to Darren Helm, and again, the Detroit Red Wings come in offside. Nearing the midway point of the first period, no goals on the board for either team. Weiss wins that draw to Riley Smith, to Smith, who dumps that in. Stephen Weiss pedals it down low. Toronto turns it over right next to their netminder. Now Miller with it. Drew Miller to Weiss, and they play catch behind the net. Miller looking for an open teammate, back to the point, finds Kindle. Kindle in front, deflected, they score! Stephen Weiss on the delayed penalty gives the Detroit Red Wings a 1-0 lead. A penalty was upcoming to Toronto. Stephen Weiss from Jakob Kindle and Drew Miller stake the Red Wings to the 1-0 lead. Puck dumped into the corner. Bozak will go after it. Played it out in front, deflected lightly off the stick of his goaltender, Jonathan Bernier. Leafs in with a shot saved by Jimmy Howard. Played up to Justin Abdelkader. Abdelkader will dump into the corner. Dion Phaneuf will go after it, the Leaf captain. Came over from Calgary a few years back. Leafs are into the zone. Van Riemsdyk with a drive. It's off the shoulder of Jimmy Howard, who was out challenging that puck. Kronwall worked it across and up to Nyquist, to Abdelkader, and now dumped in. Polak. He's in the corner. Had it, lost it, got it back, and over to Phaneuf with 5 seconds and under to go here in the first. 2 seconds and one. Bozak, one last shot. Saved by Jimmy Howard. Would have been close, but it didn't go in. 1-0 Detroit after one. Second period action set to go. Detroit took 2 shots in the first. They scored on one of them. Toronto had 4. They did not score on any. Pavel Datsyuk to Gustav Nyquist. Open lane, saved by Bernier. And he will get the whistle. Good challenge saved there by Jonathan Bernier. Face-off now coming to his left. Helm squares, but it's won by Toronto. Phaneuf to Clarkson. Clarkson leads to Kadri. Kadri waits. Kadri feeds. Loophole! Good save by Howard. Gathered in the rebound and played it off. Here's Franzen for the Detroit Red Wings. Over to Tatar. Tatar at center. Jukes a couple times. Now plays it off to Kyle Quincy. Quincy holds back. And Detroit finally just dumps into the Toronto end. Picked up by Darren Helm. Helm centered shot off the side of the goal. Clarkson to Kadri. Kadri around a Red Wing. Kadri is in. Kadri looks for a lane. Send it over to Clarkson's side. Clarkson on Quincy. Quincy got the better of that. Played over to Helm. Helm is laid out with a big hit. And now Franzen. He's over the line and he is hit. Toronto bringing their hitting game here in the second period. But a turnover right in front. Back to the point. Detroit looking for a shot from the point. None coming. Circling around. Tatar with a shot. Blocked in front. Dion Phaneuf now in control. Phaneuf looking for Clarkson, but he couldn't hit him. Detroit. Nyquist with a breaking play. Nyquist is in. Save made Bernier. Nyquist drops it back to the point. A shot. Save made there, Bernier. And a penalty, and it was against the Toronto Maple Leafs for interference. Meanwhile, Jonathan Bernier, sprawling along the ice, made a spectacular left pad save. Clarkson is going to get the interference minor, and he is none too happy about that. Detroit with a 1-0 lead with 7:37 to go in the second. Goes on the power play. Puck cleared around the boards, not out. Helm in front of the net. Nyquist was checked down. Lead pass to Phil Kessel. Kessel across. Bozak shoots, hit the post! Jimmy Howard covered it up. Bozak hit the post shorthanded. A minute 25 to go on the Detroit man advantage, and the best chance so far has come from the Leaf sticks. Shot by Phaneuf from the point was blocked in front. Now Eriksson leads a pass to Tatar. Tatar is into the zone. He waits. Drops it back. Pavel Datsyuk blocked by Polak. And now he leads a rush for Toronto. Just dumping now into the corner. Quincy gets that puck. Tatar played off a Leaf. Polak across to Bozak. Over to Mark. Pardon me, who is this? My bad. Phaneuf shoots. Scores! We'll find out who the assister is as Dion Phaneuf blasts that past the glove of Jimmy Howard. Toronto has tied the game shorthanded. It's 1-1. Dion Phaneuf from Komarov and Bozak. I'm going to have to learn who Komarov is, especially if he keeps on putting up assists. Nyquist with the puck in full command in the slot, shoots, hit the post, rebound, Zetterberg! He may have hit the post as well, and Toronto now leads a rush. Here's Clarkson, he waits, dips, drops. Toronto with the puck, from the point, a shot is off of Howard, and into the corner. Feed out in front, great save Jimmy Howard! Rebound in front of the net, Jimmy Howard, and he played it off to Smith. Zetterberg for the Red Wings is into the zone. He's hit. Puck gun deep. Time ticking down here in the second. Leafs look to work it out. They do. Pass to center is intercepted, and that will do it for 2. Detroit and Toronto knotted at 1, headed to the third. The shots are near a 2-to-1 ratio, 11 for the Toronto Maple Leafs and 6 for the Detroit Red Wings. Red Wings win the opening draw of the third. Cronwall takes and dumps into the corner. Toronto picks it up, plays across to Van Riemsdyk, lead pass to Bozak. Bozak is in. Bozak waits, feeds, shot, save Howard. Played it off and was nudged a bit. Hit there along the blue line. Leafs have it. Into the zone they hold and wait. Open eye, shot, save Jimmy Howard again. Played out of the corner, Zetterberg now. Zetterberg, he did turn it over, got it back, lost it, in front of the net. A shot by Bozak wasn't on net. Bozak was in home free, but he just couldn't corral that puck. And now Detroit, after the nerves settle down, look to take a chance in the Leafs offensive zone. Leafs get there, turned it over, Zetterberg a shot, he hit the post! Unbelievable! The number of post shots in this hockey game continues to grow. Each team hitting iron multiple times tonight. Zetterberg, Nyquist. Nyquist at center. Weak dump into the Leaf end. Behind the Leaf net, now Polak. Leads it up ahead, but he was nudged off that puck. Cronwall played ahead, absorbed the hit after he did. Feed across, Franzen a shot. That was got by Bernier. Centering feed, that's blocked. Here's Toronto, breaking out of the zone. Nazem Kadri. Kadri in, shoots, weakly on Howard. Rebound came to Howard, he held on to it that time. 5:17 to go here in the third period. Not a lot of shots on net, a couple posts. Franzen the shot from the point, and wouldn't you believe it, another post. Another post shot. Unbelievable. Stephen Weiss. Weiss up ahead. Jakob Kindl. Drop pass, it's back to Kindl again. Kindl waiting for help, looking for an open man. It deflects off a Leaf skate and out to center. And a delayed penalty coming up to Toronto. Weiss to Miller. Miller's into the zone. Miller deflected puck into the corner. And still not touched up. Opened, Red Wing in front, backhander, didn't get on goal. It's Stephen Weiss. Still trying to touch this up by the Leafs. Weiss out of the corner, and finally, the Toronto Maple Leafs touch it up. Another interference call. This one on Cody Franzen. Detroit is 0 for 1. They had no shots on the power play. I believe they hit a post. Not surprising. Shot save, Bernier. He played it off. Around the board and looking to get out. It does. Under 30 seconds to go in regulation. If the Red Wings don't score on the power play, it'll carry over into the overtime period. Toronto into the zone. Detroit into Toronto zone. Centering feed to Tar. And a good challenge play there made off the stick save by out of play by Bernier. That puck went onto the bench. Not straight out of play. So no further penalties. 9.2 to go. Defensive end face-off for Toronto. Detroit looking for one last shot. Won by the Leafs. Kelly takes, clears around the boards and down the ice. Howard sets it up. 2 seconds and 1. Oh, and a bank play there. But that'll do it for regulation. We are tied at 1. Carryover time on the power play for the Detroit Red Wings is 1:22 to start this 5-minute 4-on-3 overtime period. Detroit dumps into the zone. Getting to it are the Red Wings. Datsuk centered. Loose puck. Bernier played it off. Turnover shot. Hit the post. In front of the net. They score. Bernier gave the puck away. And the Detroit Red Wings make him pay. They win this game in overtime 2-1 after hitting the post again. Thank you for joining me for today's featured game. Be sure to subscribe and comment to let me know who your favorite team is and what game you'd like to see. Also, don't forget to go out and get EA Sports NHL 15 for your gaming console. And of course, be sure to join me for another game at another time.
The proceeding has been brought to you by EA Sports NHL 15. Catch all new simulations of featured games from Play NHL on the Sports Crafters, airing on www.boa.tv.